Hey, what is up guys? It's Uniter, back again with another video for you guys. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys a full out Ghosts and Skulls 2 Easter egg guide with every single step you guys need to know to actually get to the boss fight and complete it. And so, throughout this whole entire month, throughout this whole entire hunt, I've been streaming a couple of times. You might have seen my streams if you guys are subscribed from those streams. Shout out to you guys, but you might have seen my streams of Ghosts and Skulls Hunt. You might have seen a ton of YouTubers stream Ghosts and Skulls 2 for a hunt. But last night, from when I'm recording this now, last night, the community found all 6 skulls to this Easter egg, which was pretty awesome. We all went hard work on this thing. It was cool to see all 6 skulls on the arcade machine. But enough talking, let's get to the first step on how you actually get to Ghosts and Skulls 2. So the first thing you need to do to get the first skull for Ghosts and Skulls 2 is to get specific trap kills. And you need to get a specific trap kills with a specific order. What I mean by that is you need to get 1 kill on one trap, 9 kills on one trap, 9 kills on another trap, and 2 kills on one trap. So the first trap you need to go to is the log trap next to the mess hall. You need to only bring 1 zombie. If you're in solo, only have 1 zombie after a round, or if you can get groups of zombies and make your way over and only have 1 zombie, then that could also work. But if you're in co-op, have somebody in your game to hold some zombies as you bring 1 over to the trap, then access the trap and kill the zombie. Only 1 zombie can be killed on this trap for it to count. So once you have 1 zombie killed on that trap, we'll move on to the second trap, which is the wood chipper, and that's next to the rave area. You need to get 9 kills with the wood chipper. Get 9 kills if you're in solo. Have like exactly 9 kills after a round's about to end if you're in solo. Or like I said, for multiplayer, have some people hold some zombies as you bring 9 zombies over to the wood chipper. Then access the wood chipper, kill 9 zombies from the wood chipper. Then the next location you want to go to is the rave area. Get 9 kills with the music station trap. As you can see, the zombies actually sit there for a while. So if you guys think you have more than 9 zombies and you're not sure of how many zombies you have, while the zombies are standing next to the trap and kind of dancing, you can kill out the remaining zombies as they're just dancing, because they don't die automatically like the other traps do. But once you get 9 kills on that trap, the last trap you guys want to go to is the waterfall, and you need to bring 2 zombies over to this waterfall. It's basically right outside the actual Bible left door from the cabin you actually spawn in. So once you buy that door and walk out, you'll see the waterfall right down there, and bring over 2 zombies. If you're in solo, bring over 2 zombies at the end of a round, or if you're in multiplayer, have some people hold some zombies like I keep on saying. But once you get 2 zombies, go over to the waterfall, access the trap, and then run away from the trap if you're in solo, because you don't want more zombies to spawn on that waterfall. You want to run away from the trap, and all of a sudden you'll hear this sound. Once you hear that sound, you guys will know that you actually got the first step for Ghosts and Skulls 2. So once you actually get that sound, you can actually go up to the actual machine or the game machine, and you'll see that there's 1 of 6 of these skulls filled in. So once you got that, once you hear the sound, we are now done with step 1. Now we can move to step 2 right now. So this is one of the harder steps for Ghosts and Skulls 2, but what you need to do is go into Rave mode, go up to the Ghosts and Skulls machine, and you will see a certain symbol on this machine. You want to go into your gun scope and look at this symbol, and all of a sudden, once you look at it for a long enough time, the symbol will actually go away. And now you need to go to 9 different locations that I'll tell you guys in just a second. But you need to go to 9 different locations, and during these 9 locations, when you look in these 9 locations that I'm about to say in a second, there could be a different symbol that did not match your symbol that you saw on the machine. So you need to keep on looking. Don't look at the symbols that you guys see if it's not your symbol. But the 9 locations of where your symbol could be is archery, the KK shack next to the docks, wall above the boats where the boat is, where you take it to Turtle Island. There's a window at Turtle Island that could have the symbol. There's a zombie window in the basement. There's across from where you put the frog charm, urinal and mess halls, window in one of the cabins, and then there's also a big rave tree that's in the middle of the rave area that could have the symbol. So those are the locations that I know about. Hopefully I didn't miss any of those locations. But once you find your symbol, look at your symbol, put your gun up to its scope, and look at the symbol. Once you look at the symbol for a long enough time, the symbol will go away, and you will hear the sound that you first heard for Skull 1. Once you hear that sound, you can double check the machine if you want to. Once you hear that sound, now we can move on to step 3 of this Easter egg. So the third step is actually really easy. What you need to do is stay in the Rave mode or go into a new Rave mode if you already ended your first Rave mode that you're in for the second step. Go down to the basement where the mini game is, where the zombies on the wheel, and play that mini game and chuck the swords at a skull that will appear. So once you start playing the mini game, as you can see, the skull appears. You chuck your sword at it while it's moving and hit that skull. If you don't hit it in time, the skull will disappear, which means you need to go another round and try the mini game again. But throw your sword at the skull. Once you throw it at the skull, you'll hear the first sound that you got for the first skull and the second skull, the completion noise. So once you throw the sword at the skull, you hear that noise. Now we'll move on to the fourth step. So the fourth step is exactly pretty much just like the second step. You need to look in the 9 locations again for symbols. But this time, a symbol will not pop up on the machine. You need to find symbols in a specific order. So right here on the screen, shout out to Glitching Queen. She posted this picture on Twitter. But this pretty much translates the symbols to the actual words. So as you can see, you need to spell out skull in the symbols. Just like the 9 locations I showed you guys for the actual second step, you need to look in these 9 locations and look for this first symbol, second symbol, third symbol, fourth symbol, fifth symbol, in that order that I have on the picture. Also, if you have one of your symbols at Turtle Island, it is really hard to get over there in Rave mode. So what I usually do is grab a transponder, do the transponder challenge, and place the transponder by where the symbol is. Grab a transponder if one of your symbols, or like a symbol that's below the first symbol, is at Turtle Island. Grab that transponder. It's really helpful. But once you actually spell out skull throughout the symbols that you guys see in the 9 locations that I just told you guys in the beginning, once you get that, then we can move on to the 5th step. So now we are down to the last 2 steps of Ghosts and Skulls 2, and guess what, guys? You made it through the hard steps. These 2 remaining steps are the easiest steps in this whole entire Ghosts and Skulls 2. So for the 5th step, before we get to the last step, for the 5th step, what you need to do is just get out of Rave mode. Don't be in Rave mode at all. Get on the boat, and while you're going to Turtle Island, you'll see skulls pop up while you're on the boat. What you need to do is shoot these skulls before they go way too high. So as you can see, some of them go red. Get an assault rifle or a submachine gun and start shooting at the skulls. Make sure they don't go up. And after you kill a good amount of these skulls, you'll hear the confirmation sound that you heard from the previous steps. You'll hear the same exact sound, and you'll see that there's 5 out of 6 skulls on the machine. So once we pass that step, we're now going to go to the 6th step and the easiest step out of them all. So the last thing you need to do is grab the upgraded bow called the Ben Franklin. If you guys don't know how to do that, I have a tutorial on my channel that you guys can watch, and then you can find out how you actually get the Ben Franklin. But if you guys do know how to get it, let's move to the actual step. Once you have the Ben Franklin, literally all you gotta do to get the 6th skull is go up to the machine and shoot it with the Ben Franklin. Once you shoot it, you'll see that it's electrified. You'll see that there's 6 skulls across the table. Also, once you go into this boss fight and let's say you lose or you die, 3 wrong skulls and 3 of the skulls go out of the portal, you can keep on going. You can keep on shooting the Ben Franklin at the machine. You can keep on going in. So it's not like a normal boss fight where if you lose this, you're done for, the game restarts. You can keep on going in as long as you have ammo for the Ben Franklin. So basically, once you go in here, there's 3 different rounds. There's also some orange and red shooting abilities that the skulls can shoot at you. If you get hit by it and you go down, you don't die. It's not like you just lost alive. So if you see me go down, I didn't actually die. You can get right back up. Basically, what that does is slows down time for the skulls to come closer to you. And basically, the way to actually lose this game is if you shoot the wrong skull with the wrong ghost. So a couple of times in this gameplay, you might see me accidentally shoot a wrong skull, and you'll see a red skull come out and go flying to the portal behind me. Once it goes flying out of the portal, then you will see that there's a skull on the bottom that it says it escaped. So you don't want any of the skulls to escape. You want to shoot the right ones. But the first one is very easy. It's very breezy. You can easily do it. Nothing really happens. You just got to get the right amount of ghosts, throw the right color of ghosts at it, and then once you're done with that, you're good. The second round is a lot more challenging. It's not the worst. The third one's going to be way more challenging. So this one is basically just exactly like the first one. Get the right color ghosts to the right color skulls. In about 10 to 15 seconds, these skulls will actually turn around, which means you need to remember them for about 10 seconds and then they'll flip back over again. So you need to remember it a little bit. You don't actually need to rush it. It's not as hard as the third one is going to be. You can sit there a little bit. You could wait for the skulls to turn around, but I'd say you should at least shoot a couple of them. Remember a couple of them so you can get some of them down. There is a death barrier that comes towards you a couple seconds. It's not as bad as the third one is going to be, but you can still have enough time to actually do it if you waited for them to turn around and didn't remember them. But the third one, once we get to the third round, you're going to need to remember this very, very carefully. So it's basically just like the second one. It shows up for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then it turns around for good for the rest of the entire round. So basically what I do, basically what the whole community has done, is you take a screenshot or take a picture on your phone of the skulls before they disappear, before they turn around. So take a picture of the skulls, and then once they turn around, look at the picture and observe the picture and see the different locations of where the skulls were before they turned around. It's very tricky. Like I said, they turn around for the rest of the entire round, so you need to remember a ton. And this actually took me a while. This took me about 30 tries since I was in solo, so it also took a lot more because I was in solo also. After you remember everything, after you actually get it done, you get to the last skull, you shoot the last skull, and you did it, ladies and gentlemen. You have won Ghosts and Skulls 2. Once you win, it exits you back to Rave in the Redwoods, and you can see that Perkaholic, or basically all the perks, is coming at the bottom of your screen right now, as you can see right there. That is basically the reward that it gives you after beating Ghosts and Skulls. There is a little token on the bottom left that we're not really sure about. We were thinking it's like insta revive for multiplayer. So basically what that means is when you're in multiplayer, you can keep on going and down and down and down. I'm not sure about that yet because I play in solo, so I can't really test that out. I usually just play in solo. But now we're at the end of the video. Hopefully this guide made a lot of sense to everyone. Hopefully you guys could follow this guide. Hopefully you were able to go to the boss fight and beat the boss fight for yourself. But my name is It's Uniter. I post zombies content, I post NBA content, I post Rocket League content, I post Walking Dead content. I post a ton of content on my channel that you guys can check out. So I hope you guys enjoy this guide, and I'll see you later for more videos. Peace.